So we are preparing for the spring equinox, and I want to really stress that preparing is equally as important as the equinox itself. So tonight is equally as important as Friday. Friday is the equinox, but tonight we are preparing for it. So let's begin. Let's close your eyes. Let's cleanse our space. Nice deep breath in and blow it out. Use your breath to bring you to the here and now. Visualize the beautiful smoke circling around you, clearing and cleansing your energy field. Clearing the space that you're in this evening, wherever you are seated. Oh, Great Spirit, as we gather together this evening, we call upon you for blessings. Divine Mother, we call upon you to nourish us, to nurture us, to nourish our spirits as we gather together this evening, preparing for the spring equinox on Friday. We call upon the angels and the archangels, our teachers, our elders, and all our relations. Open the door to the east. We welcome the spirits of the east. To guide us, to inspire us, as we celebrate the door of the east at this time. Open the door to the south. We welcome the spirits of the south. We welcome the fire element to awaken the flame within us. Mene voge. As we open the door to the west, we welcome the spirits of the west, the water element, to cleanse, refresh, and renew us. As we open the door to the north, to the wise ones, we welcome the clan mothers, the grandfathers, we welcome their wisdom and their guidance. We welcome the winged ones. Oh. welcome the plant kingdom, the rock kingdom, the four-leggeds. Welcome to the week of the spring equinox. The spring equinox is not symbolic. It's an astronomical event, something that's real, measurable. It has been observed long before modern wellness, spirituality, or personal development existed. It is the moment when the sun crosses the equator and day and night are equal across the entire planet. Every place on Earth experiences the same balance of light and dark within a very short window of time. Ancient cultures paid attention to this because their lives depended on understanding the cycles of the Earth, the cycles of the moon, the cycles of the sun. They didn't have artificial light. They didn't have digital clocks or cell phones. It was the environment that gave them their wisdom. They watched the sky, the sun. They understood timing in a way we have lost. The equinox marks a turning point. It's a shift. It's a physical shift. There is no single culture that discovered the equinox, yet all of them celebrated it. Civilizations across the world tracked it independently because it's so obvious when you are paying attention to the land and the sky. In ancient Egypt, temples were built with exact alignments to the sun on equinox days. Light would enter inner chambers in a precise way that only happens at this time of year. The Sphinx and the Pyramid of Giza were perfectly aligned with the light of the equinox. The urn tomb of Petra in Jordan, in the ancient city of Petra, the urn tomb was designed so that the sunlight entered through the opening of the tomb and cast light at the center of the tomb's far wall. In Mesopotamia, the Mayans engineered the pyramid of Chichen Itza that during the equinox, a shadow forms like a serpent descending the steps. This was tied to their understanding of the cycles, agriculture, and life itself. Many indigenous cultures across North America marked this transition as planting season. It was practical. It was food. It was survival. It was preparation. Life is reset to match the shift happening in nature. Across Europe, early pagan traditions marked this time as a balance point between dark and light, often connected to fertility, growth, and renewal. Different locations, different expressions, but the same awareness and the big sign that this moment matters. It was not passive. People did not sit and think about it. They prepared for it. They used it to mark when to plant, when to prepare food, when to reset their home, when to gather as community. Rituals were tied to real outcomes. They had clearing processes. They cleared their physical space. They got rid of old items. The food that they stored was reorganized. This was not symbolic. This was preparing for their fresh start. Remember, spring is the time of new beginnings. There was also a recognition of balance. Many traditions acknowledge both the dark and the light instead of trying to eliminate one or the other. Today, Many are disconnected from these cycles. This is what we build around our natural rhythm. Being in sync with the earth, in sync with the sun, in sync with the planets. This is how you rebuild your inner strength, your inner stillness. When you operate from schedules, not seasons, when you eat the same food year round, when you keep the same routines, this consistency takes you out of the natural world. So the equinoxes are here to remind us to reconnect with your natural rhythm, with your natural world. This is your opportunity. The question is whether you want to work with this or just ignore it. Tonight is about working with it, not overthinking it, not turning it into something abstract, using it as a point to reset your direction in a way that is grounded and real. Let's breathe that in. So where in your life would it actually make sense to reset right now? Now that you understand what the equinox actually is, let's work with it. Let's close your eyes. Reconnect with your body. Most of the time, we split. Our mind is going one way, our body's going somewhere else. Emotionally, you're either holding on to something or reacting to something. Underneath all of that, there's a quieter sense, that's inner stillness of knowing, but yet it gets ignored. That split is what creates friction and stress in your life. When we feel it when you try to make a decision and something in you is resisting. You feel it when you keep thinking about the same thing over and over again. You feel it when you move forward and then you pull yourself back. That is not lack of discipline. That is a misalignment. The equinox is a moment where you can bring these parts back into the same place, not by forcing them, by actually checking in with each one and letting them settle. Tonight's not about trying to fix your life, but it's about bringing your systems back together. Now bring your attention to your mind, not what you're thinking about. Just feel how fast it is. Is it jumping? Is it already trying to solve something? Breathe. You don't need to stop it. Just observe. Close your eyes and observe your mind. Now shift your attention to your body. Feel your jaw, your shoulders, your stomach. Where are you holding tension without realizing it? Just breathe into your body. Don't try to adjust it. Just observe. Now bring your attention to your emotional state. Not the story, just the tone. Are you tight? Are you flat? Are you restless? Again, no need to change. This is just an awareness. Now bring your attention deeper. There's a quieter place in you that is not as reactive. It's not loud. It's not arguing. It's your knowing. It's very subtle. Just close your eyes. Take a breath. As you exhale, let your mind slow down just a little. Just less involved. Take another breath. As you exhale, let one place in your body soften. Just one place. Take another breath. And let go of what you're holding emotionally. Let it loosen slightly. You're not pushing it away. You're just not gripping it as tight. Just breathe and let it lighten up a little. Now just stay where you are. Notice what that feels like when your mind is a little bit quieter, your body's a little less tense, and your emotions are not as tight. This is moving closer to your center. It's not perfect, but closer. From this place, I want you to ask yourself a question. What direction feels right for me right now? Do not look for a big answer. Don't try to solve your whole life. Just what direction should your life be focusing on right now? Just let whatever comes be enough. Just something simple. Maybe one word. You may get a visual. Let whatever comes be enough. This is how the energy of the equinox works. It's subtle. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't try to force clarity. You bring yourself back into the same place, and then you move from there. That is where self-trust starts to build. Because now you are not moving from noise. You're moving from alignment. That subtle shift is part of your alignment. Take another breath and just let this settle. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Now we're going to talk about preparing. Preparation is what makes the difference. Not effort, not intensity, but preparation. Whether it's the equinox or a ceremony you're creating or a party you're creating, it is the preparation and the love and the detail you put into it that makes the difference. Right now, it's time to let go of what you're carrying. Let the thoughts drift. Let the tension in the body begin to melt. The next few days are not about pushing forward. They're about clearing space, just enough so that the energy of the equinox can actually be used. So again, close your eyes. Think about your life as it is right now. Not what you want it to be, what it is right now. Not what you think it should be, what it actually is. Where does it feel crowded? Internally. Crowd it with your thoughts, crowd it with stress. Where does it feel crowded internally? Where does it feel like there's too much sitting there? Don't try to organize it, just notice it. This is the space where you begin. You don't prepare for the equinox by adding more. You prepare by making space. The key here is making space. Over the next few days, your focus is simple. Where something feels unfinished, you bring it to a close or make a decision about it. Where something feels heavy, stop carrying all of it. Even a small release will make a difference. Where something keeps looping in your mind, write it down so it stops circling. Where your body feels tight, take a few minutes to actually soften instead of pushing through. This isn't about fixing your life. It's about clearing enough space so you can stand in the equinox without noise. Once you prep your physical location, prep your internal location, then you create a simple ritual for the day of the equinox. It can be just a simple few minutes, or it can be an hour long. That's up to you. You want to just sit quiet, no phone, no distraction. Just sit and bring your attention to your body. Let your breath settle and ask yourself one question on the equinox. Where am I going now? Where am I going? Not what should I do? Not what direction. Where am I going? And just sit and let the equinox bring that answer. Where am I going? It's a direction. Once you get that answer, do not second guess it. Do not build a plan around it. Write it down. Keep it simple. Then within the next day or two, you take one action that matches that direction. Nothing big, just a simple, real move towards the direction that you've committed to. Something that confirms to yourself that you are not just thinking about change, that you are stepping into it. This is how you use the energy of the equinox. You pause, you clear, you choose, and you move. So I'm going to invite you again. Close your eyes again. A lot of open and close today. And just start to think about the next few days, right? Today's Wednesday. You have the rest of today, tomorrow. The equinox is Friday morning. Yeah, it's Friday morning. Just start to think of what you can do to bring a little bit more space internally, a little more clarity, a little less noise. This is how you're going to prepare yourself. So spend the rest of tonight, spend all of tomorrow thinking about this. What are you going to clear off your plate? What question do you want to finally make an answer to? What do you want to finally finish off? What do you want to get out that you've been carrying inside of you? Just take a moment and think about that. Let it settle. I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. Take out your journals. Pick up your pen. And just begin to write, what is taking up space in your life right now? And when I say taking up space, what do you think about? What concerns do you have? So you can add your physical space, but who and what are taking up space in your life right now? What things have you been avoiding? Don't organize it, just write. Whatever comes out.
Can you repeat that, Vicki?
So things you keep thinking about, things you've been avoiding, and decisions you haven't made, conversations you haven't had, like things that you're procrastinating about or things that you're overthinking, things that are weighing heavy on you. And just let whatever wants to come out, come out. It's not a to-do list. It's just things that you keep thinking about, things you've been avoiding, decisions you've not made, conversations that you haven't had, tasks that are still open. Now go back and circle what stands out. Not all of it, just what stands out. What feels the heaviest or the most distracting? And now for the ones that you circled, you have 3 options. 1 is you finish it. 2, you make a clear decision about it. Or 3, you just release it for now. So again, your 3 choices. Finish it. And remember, we only have tonight and tomorrow. So you finish it, you make a clear decision about it, or you release it. Let it go, I'm not doing it. Finished, done. I'm not going to think about that anymore. I'm not going to worry about that, and I'm not going to do it. It's done. It's off my plate, out of my life. So if you can't finish something, you can still decide what you're going to do about it.
Just one item, or that word?
The ones that you circled.
The ones that
so
the ones. It can be a few.
It can be a few, but you can't circle all of it. So you're just circling what stands out. What's the heaviest or like the most distracting? So now you can go back and just right next to each thing that you wrote down, write either finish, decide, or let go. So are they things you have to decide about? Are they things you have to just let go of? Stop worrying about that. Let go is a powerful tool. And sometimes we sit and we keep going over and over and over in our head about something, and it's just eating up all your energy. And when you finally just go, I'm just going to let it go, let go, let God. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm not even going to decide. I'm going to let it decide on its own. There's a big release in that. And then I want you to think about what keeps looping in your mind each day. What are the same thought patterns that keep repeating day after day after day? And then ask yourself, is this something that you should act on or let go of? So if actions are what you're choosing, write one step to get to move towards that. And then just pick one part of the project, one thing, just one. If you're going to throw something away, reorganize something, finish something, pick one. When you clear away just one thing in your physical space, it affects your mental clarity. One completed space is enough to shift how you feel. And now we're going to break it down to your emotional clearing. Who or what is still sitting with you emotionally? And just list whoever is still, connected to you or you're feeling things about emotionally. Okay, so just make a list of people that you're still emotionally charged from. So like your dad, etc., etc. You don't need to solve it. Just decide. I need to address it. I want to accept it. I want to stop it. Just pick what you want to do.
And that's also in regards to like when we said like list the names of the people, that situations. Am I picking one of those people? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just saying for everything we've been talking about, pick one thing I'm going to act on?
Okay, wait, say that again.
Sorry. So right now I'm writing down like the individual, in this case, my situation, names of people
Right.
that are constantly cycling through.
Right.
So,
So
am I picking one of those?
no, you just write down, just take all of them, just write next to it either you want to address it, accept it, or stop revisiting it.
All right, great. Okay, I gotcha. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You're not solving it, you're just deciding what you want to do about it. This helps you to stop carrying it unconsciously. You're bringing an awareness to it and you're making a decision about how you're going to act on it. So you're not trying to change your whole life. You're just clearing space. You're making decisions, and decisions helps you to clear space. You're not carrying what you don't, what no longer is making the heaviness on you. You're just emptying the bag out. Okay, I'm going to do that. Fine, I'm going to do that about it. Okay, I'm going to just not even worry about that. I'm done with that now. But you're making a decision on where you want to go with it. What this exercise is doing is it's not making you do the action. It's about clearing the mind of what you're going to do with the action. So it's kind of like your head clearing instead of house clearing. And you don't have to answer all of them. Just make space up here. Make space in your head, make space in your heart. And then move something physical around, because when you move things physically, you make space mentally. That's what we're doing right now. This is how we're preparing for the equinox. Many times you do this unconsciously before the equinox. You don't even realize you're doing it. You just, you know what, I'm done with that today, or I'm going to think about that today. And all of a sudden, I think I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to give that away. And boom, all of a sudden things just start to shift and change. It has to do with the pull of that energy that's coming. And then the day of the equinox, you just sit quietly with paper where it's nice and quiet, connect with your still point, and just write out, where am I going now? It's one simple question. Where am I going? What direction am I taking? And then just let the answer come out. And then once you get that answer, then you decide, what's the one action that I'm going to take towards that direction? And once you've done this exercise, you're now ready for the equinox. And what we're going to do next is I am going to take you on a journey to the ancient pyramid in Giza. And we're going to do an alignment, preparing you for the spring equinox.